Hey there, good morning. Morning somewhere, right? I'm your host, Jeff Ski Kinsey, and this is the Ski Man podcast and Alexa Flash Briefing. This morning we're going to take a short diversion. I want to talk about something I call the Universal ComPad, P-A-D. Think of it as a communications center. Okay? So what's that mean? So think of this. Have you ever missed an important meeting? Or perhaps, have you ever shown up to a meeting that was canceled and you weren't notified in time? Now we're talking about time wasters, right? I've driven, in some cases, over an hour to a meeting that was canceled because I missed the notification. And I'm sure you have horror stories just like it. Okay? Guess what? We also have friends that prefer one communication model over another. I have some people that insist on using Facebook. I have no idea why. But I prefer LinkedIn Messenger for a little quick note here or there. And of course, text messaging works best. I get over 1,000 emails a day, so that just doesn't work as a platform for me. So think of the universal nature. And by the way, I stole this idea not necessarily from James T. Kirk, but he said he gave us the flip phone, right, from Star Trek. Well, on Star Trek, they also talked about a universal communicator, right, being able to hook up their computer to a universal translator and try to interpret the message of aliens in their case. Well, there's a lot of alien platforms out there. So what if there were a platform? Let's say you got somebody just loves the Android phone and they're using an email program, Gmail, or something else. Or maybe they're into Slack and they shoot you a note via Slack Messenger. A lot of people are doing Instagram for messaging. Okay, it's really popular on Clubhouse, which is an audio app, really a neat app. I've met some cool people and forged some amazing friendships through Clubhouse. But we tend to message each other via Instagram. Although they've added the ability to do that now to Clubhouse. Or maybe you've got somebody that loves Messenger on an iPhone or an iMessenger app to communicate with their Android people. Bottom line is, I don't care. What if all these communications came into a central processing unit, a database, and got translated or transliterated into the format that you prefer? Well, I envision our own platform for this purpose. So let's say you send me an email, somebody else sends me a Slack direct message, and somebody else sends me something on LinkedIn Messenger. No problem. It all shows up in the same interface on whatever device I'm using. And when I reply to you, it knows that you sent it via email, so it routes it back via email to you. Now, how cool is that? Or through Slack Messenger or Slack's direct communications. Do they call them DMs in Slack? I can't remember. I use so many platforms. Or it sends it back via a text message. That's the cool thing about the Universal ComPad. And you can teach it preferences. For example, I had somebody that would send me a note on LinkedIn, and when I answered, they never got it. They said, well, if you need to send me something, you need to send it via email. Well, that never occurred to me because you're sending it to me by 27 different platforms. Yeah, but I don't pay any attention to them. Okay, fair enough. So you can set a preference in the Universal ComPad to say, hey, I don't care how Fred sent me a note. He wants it back via email. Now, do I have your attention? Great. I've got a chance to get in the most amazing sounding incubator or accelerator. I had this idea and I tried to do a little bit of fundraising around trying to get some traction for it back in 2019. Got nowhere. Too busy. Didn't have resources to dedicate. So I found this amazing incubator accelerator with some key people in it, and I'm excited about it. So reach out. Shoot me a text. Say Universal ComPad. Send it to 330-992-4754. Let's have a conversation. Fair enough?